Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Tesla stock breaking to new all-time highs. Are you excited? Well, I am super excited. All right, so everything is working out as per plan. We today just break a little bit above the previous all-time highs that was at 488, and now today we did go all the way as high as around 490 to $491. In the post market it's at 484 right now, but hey, we are still just bullish. Now in this video we'll talk about if a pullback happens tomorrow, until where structure will just be fine. But anyhow, everything is working out as per plan. If you have been following me on Patreon as well, then you know Tesla from now so long as well, right? Like 2 years almost, since pretty much Tesla has been always the coverages. If not on YouTube daily, it has been on Patreon, right? And so anyways, initially the video that I did even 2 days ago, I talked about how we will most likely go to a new all-time highs this week, and we are just doing that. This was the zone I mentioned around that, anything this yellow zone 439, we are just bullish. If you're on my Patreon, you are already in the play for in Tesla from even like around the break of 410 to 423 above as well, continuation. So that position is just still being carried forward to the upside. Now, before going further, as always, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. And also, if you are interested in 20 plus stocks coverage, trade plans, everything, check out the details in the description of this video. You will find the link to my collection of Patreon, and there you will find a lot of stocks, trade plans, and everything. You can again check out the details in the description of this video. Now, so Tesla, as I said, we have formed a breakout structure and a really good base over here. Now, we are at around 489. Oh yes, post market 485, but that's just a pullback right now. When we are breaking to the new all-time highs, no one knows how high it will go. Okay, so the thing is that because we don't have any areas of price reactions, right? At this point, it all comes down to pretty much you just gotta hold the position. Okay, as when the structure will become weak or show some signs of slowness, I'll post on my Patreon. That will be the time to take profits, at least partial profits, if not fully. But Tesla has a room, like, sky's the limit right now. We'll see where the price action has all the way limit to go all the way to, provided the market has been a little bit slow, right? Some of the stocks have been falling. They're green today, but if you look in the past couple of days, those stocks have been red and now they're in the decline. But Tesla has remained strong. At this point, I don't think Tesla for weeks and months you will see below 439. I don't think that's ever going to happen. That was already looking like the case, the way the structure was forming once it started to regain above this zone of 420 to 410. So yeah, those days of cheaper Tesla stock, I think, are gone for a very, very long time, in my opinion. Now let's talk about if a pullback happens tomorrow, until where we will be fine. So this is the zone at this point, $458 to $470. As long as we stay above this zone, I'll give it actually technically 458. As long as we are above 458, any pullback in the longevity is not any problem on Tesla stock price action. That's just going to constitute just a pullback. Okay, so structure is bullish. At this point also, like if you are carrying a position for quite some time on Tesla, at this point I would not shy away from taking at least a little bit off the table, very little. Okay, because yes, a pullback can happen tomorrow, but are we seeing any signs of that? Let's get to the hourly interval. No, I can even give you a early on level. You don't have to wait all the way to 458. You can also use an intraday level, that is 481. If we start to a little bit lose 481 and close an hourly candle below that, just a little bit size down your long-term position, just a little bit take off the table partial profits. But anyhow, overall structure until 458, not a problem. Okay, it's just that you want to maximize your profits. That's why these different levels are important. Okay, So weekly interval also is looking really good here, guys. This is not coming down. I don't think I Tesla is going to make a really good new all-time highs. This chart is looking really awesome, and this thing is not coming down. It's not gonna come down below 439 in my opinion. Those cheaper days on Teslas are gone. At this point, if you have a position from the times, some from months ago, and even lately, if you built the position, as you know, if you have been on my Patreon, then you are aware about all these plays. Then at this point you just gotta hold, right, and a little bit take off the table, but at this point you gotta enjoy the ride. If you never bought Tesla until this point and you missed out, or you were negative on Tesla on the price action and you were like, well, no, it's gonna go down, well, you have missed it. Okay, that's the honest way of saying it. At this point, I won't recommend getting in any heavy position. You can day trade or a little bit of a multi-day trade it. But if you don't have a position on this right now, you are better off only doing day trading or multi-day trading on this thing at this point. You shouldn't play a heavy swing, or you shouldn't start a heavy swing right now. You can slowly and slowly do it. Again, do whatever you want, but it's all comes down to risk management, because if you build a heavy position right over here and a pullback happens, because you're building a heavy position at a higher price, so you're going to have a bigger drawdown as well. All right. So, and based on your risk tolerance, you may not have an appetite. So anyways, if you want to a little bit not take the stress on yourself, and you don't have a position on this, you gotta mostly just stay day trade or multi-day trade on this thing, and my tools will help you in all of that. But again, if you want them, check out the details in the description of this video. And otherwise, if you have been a swing long on this for not even like long time ago, even if let's say you started again your position, which technically should be the way, like 410 and 421 above, then also that's great. You should just continue to hold. Again, just take 10% off the table if you like. If a little bit that pullback starts to happen, that I just mentioned the level on the lower time frame. But yeah, it's just about now holding through the position. Now again, look, nothing is guaranteed in stock market. You have to have a risk management. So if anytime pullback happens and it's not in under your tolerance of risk appetite, you gotta start sizing down. But again, it all comes down to risk management and your tolerance level. Anyhow, structure is bullish. 458 overall structure until there will be just fine. Even if we see a pullback, Tesla is looking just awesome. We are just continuing up. Everything on the dashboard is also bullish so far, and Tesla is looking really good. Tesla has a lot of good stuff coming ahead of in its pipeline. And yeah, on all the naysayers are really cooking right now, which means any short seller on Tesla is really, really in a tough spot, because at this point the structure is bullish, momentum buyers are there, some of the short players would be also covering their position. That's also adding a buying pressure on Tesla. And the short sellers who are not getting out still, they're gonna be in a lot of pain, in my opinion. Again, just my opinion. Please do your own thing. You can do whatever you like. Okay, and that's all I had for you guys in this video. And don't forget to check out Patreon. Many of you lately have joined. I really thank you for that. And all the details, please find them on my Patreon. And before joining the membership, please read through the details under the membership, what they offer, and everything is written over there. Even if you send me an email, I'll still point you to the whatever is written under the membership section of Patreon. So all the information is there. And again, thank you all for joining the membership. And with that, I'll see you in the next videos. Take care. Bye.